Hey everybody, welcome back to our virtual tacos mode here for our Feel Good Friday. I hope you're doing well. Today we're going to bring you a really fun activity, and it might just be the key to all of your sweet tooth. So stick around and see what we're doing. Here we go! Okay everybody, so today's activity is going to involve a few ingredients, your hands, and then a lot of coldness to your hands. But then all of your hard work is going to pay off in the end, because today we are making homemade ice cream. We all know that ice cream is a staple to the summer, so here's a quick and easy way for you to do it right in your home that might actually be cheaper than going out and getting some ice cream. So let's get right into it with our ingredients. So we're going to start off with some milk. Now I use 2% milk, followed by some half and half, and then some granulated white sugar, followed by some vanilla extract, and then either rock salt or ice cream salt. I have ice cream salt. And then 2 size bags, so 1 sandwich size bag and then 1 gallon size bag. And then, of course, your toppings for your ice cream, and we cannot forget the ice. So now that we have all of our ingredients, let's get to the process and make us some ice cream. So your first step here is going to be getting out your 2% milk, and you're going to be pouring a half cup of milk into your container. As you see me doing so cautiously here so I don't spill over. And now you're going to place that 2% milk in the sandwich bag, just like I am doing right now. Make sure you don't spill. You don't want to get any of your ice cream outside of the bag. That would be hazardous because you'd have less ice cream. And once you are done with your 2% milk, you're going to take your half and half, or your creamer, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to fill that with the half cup measuring cup that you have. Fill it to the top, but don't go over because, again, we don't want any of our ice cream to be gone before we can even eat it. And then we're going to fill it into the sandwich bag to mix with the milk as such. Nicely done. Now we can move that aside as we are on to our next step, which is going to be vanilla extract. And for a vanilla extract, you're going to do about a half a teaspoon. As I open it up and get it ready here, I do go a little overboard in my vanilla extract, but it does cause for more vanilla flavor. Now that's all set, we can put that away for the time being. And next step, you're going to take a tablespoon and you're going to get your granulated sugar. And you're going to do 2 tablespoons of sugar. So I'm reaching in and grabbing my sugar, and I'm going to place it in the same sandwich bag to mix with everything else that we have going on in there. So there's the first one. Now we are on to the second one. So there we go for our sugar. We can move that off to the side. And on to our next step, which is closing up the sandwich bag. So you want to make sure this is tight because you don't want your ice cream to be exploding while we do the shaking process. So make sure you get the seal nice and tight at the top. Now, that part of our ice cream making is complete. So now what you're going to do is you're going to take your gallon bag and you're going to open that up and get ready for the next step, which is going to be adding in our ice. The recipe calls for 2 cups of ice, but as you can see here, I'm using an entire ice tray, and I will later be adding a little bit more ice because it really calls for as much as needed. You want to make sure that your ice cream is cold. And so this next step is going to be our salt. So as you see me getting ready for the salt, I accidentally didn't put enough salt in. I only put 2 tablespoons of salt, but this calls for 6. Now my process still ends up working, but you want to make sure that you're having enough of your items to make sure that it goes smooth and fast, so you don't have to sit there and shake your ice cream all as much as I did. So I'm getting my salt ready. I go a little overboard, but that would have been a better thing because I didn't add enough. But there I am ready. So I have my ice and my salt packed in the bag. Now I'm re-checking to make sure that my ice cream ingredients are sealed. And now I'm going to open that bag up and we're going to put the ice cream bag inside the gallon bag. just like that. And then you're gonna shut and make sure that that is sealed tight. The key to this is making sure that everything is packed and nice and tight. You don't want any kind of leaks going on outside your bag. And now it is time to shake your bag. However, you're not gonna shake it, you're kind of just gonna go toss it hand in hand like I am, because you don't wanna have an explosion, you don't wanna have anything going crazy. And you're gonna do this for approximately 10 or so minutes. Now this is where your hands are gonna get very, very cold. So now you've reached the stage where your ice cream is now a solid ball. You can unbag your ice cream, but there's a key thing that you need to do when you're doing this. You need to take a napkin and wipe down the top lid where you're going to unzip the bag. You're going to do that because it's going to be all salty from the salt water that has formed over the course of melting ice. Now you're going to take your ice cream, carefully dump it into your bowl without getting too much salt water in there. As you can see, it's all clumpy and nice like ice cream. So I did do a good job. Now look at that, perfect ice cream. Now we're gonna take our toppings. So I'm gonna have some chocolate syrup here. I'm gonna drizzle that over the top like you would any good old sundae on a summer day. And then I have some sprinkles that I'm also going to add. So I'm gonna take my spoon, take the sprinkles, sprinkle it over the top like you would any good old sundae. And there you have it, homemade ice cream. Check it out. Well, there you have it. Who would have thought tuning in today would leave you with a tasty treat? I hope you enjoy making your ice cream, and I hope it tastes really good and that everything goes well and that nothing explodes or anything like that, because that would kind of be bad. But play around with it, have fun, add really fun toppings, do what you do. And as always, if you do it, you can send in pictures and we'll have them posted up and you can see all the fun ice cream that everybody makes. And yeah, enjoy your Friday. So everybody have a good one. We'll see you later next week. And yeah, this is it for today. See you later, everybody.